Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Commodore Schlippy. I decided I would do a bit of a rant today. A little different. That's what I felt like doing. You might not like the topic. It's probably not going to net any fans, but you know what? It's what I want to do. That's what we're here for, right? To do what we want to do. So, if you got a problem with that, you're more than happy to pause the video, leave, go get yourself a coffee, maybe go see a friend. Still with me? Okay, we're going to be talking about a topic that kind of irks me right now. The Steven Universe fanverse. The fan base. The faniverse, I think they call themselves, I don't know. Technically I'm one of them, technically I'm not. I float in and out whenever they start their bullshit. So, for those of you who don't care, or those of you who might not know, the latest episode, the Steven Bombs it was, came out. A Single Pale Rose. Why does this matter? Well, because one, spoiler alert. Because apparently people get pissed with that. The other is, they finally revealed where Pink is. Pink Diamond. We've been looking at her the whole time. Yeah, Pink is Rose. Pink Diamond is Rose. Quartz. And they're tearing each other apart because of it. What does it matter? Frankly, a lot of us have had that idea since the beginning, that Pink is Rose. Hell, since probably season 2, I've had that general idea that she might be alive, that she might have been Rose, or that she was a creation of Rose. I mean, that Rose was a creation of Pink. Either way, yeah, so they're all tearing themselves apart. And again, what does it matter? We already knew Rose was a bit of a shaped character. This is nothing new. Sorry, a bit sick at the moment, so I'm having to drink plenty of fluid. This changes nothing. I mean, yes, it changes Pearl's character a little bit. That it wasn't loyalty to Rose, it was loyalty to a diamond, but who gives a shit? If anything, it shouldn't matter. It's Steven we need to care about. What does Steven think of all this? He's been lied to. There's just a lot of bullshit. I mean, I've known since the start, since season 3 at earliest, Pearl belonged to a diamond. Paramount made mention of such things when she first started working with them, that she was a fancy model, and fancy usually implies elite. I think it was interesting to see Pearlception going on, Pearl inside of a Pearl inside of a Pearl, hammer space going on there. Yeah, why do you all have to tear each other apart every time some new bomb drops? If anything, we should be happy we finally have the answer. Because now we got a bigger problem. Garnet, the permafusion of Ruby and Sapphire, is in disarray. For those of you who don't know, Gem's confused, apparently. And she's been doing it for like thousands of years. Ruby, I can understand why Ruby's not as twisted. Rubies tend to be kind of stupid to begin with. Not that she's stupid, just simple of mind. And I mean, what does it matter if she belonged to the Pink Diamond? Who cares? It's Pearl. It's Pearl we've known. Changes her character a little bit. Not a whole lot. Who am I kidding? It changes her character a lot. But it doesn't change people like Steven. And that's who matters in this, right? But we're supposed to impose ourselves on him. We are him. I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, most of us saw this coming in some way or another. It's not the way we expected. I figured for a long time Pearl had something to do with it, but not to that extent. One thing that they still kind of left as a cliffhanger, in my opinion, was, well, I was going somewhere with this. Oh, right. One thing that they left as a cliffhanger, in my opinion, in that particular episode, is how is it Pearl is the only one who ever realized this, or ever knew of this? There had to be other hints and clues that the gems could have noticed. I mean, hell, Garnet has future vision, but then again, in an earlier episode, they just recently actually proved her future vision is flawed because she was looking at Steven through rose-colored glasses. She was looking at him as a child, and thus, well, she kept losing the ability. She couldn't see all the pathways that he could take, one of which involved him learning he's actually a diamond. So that's a thing. Sorry. This is going to make for some interesting returns, such as Jasper and Bismuth. And then everybody's going to get all pissed off again. Jasper! It's going to be interesting to get Jasper to realize you're Pink Diamond, because this whole time she's corrupted because she thinks you're Rose. And then you just walk up to her and say, I'm actually pink? Well, how the hell are you going to prove that? I don't think Steven can flip his gem like Pink did when she changed to Rose. You know, one thing I actually find interesting about a real reveal of Pearl's character here. When Steven goes in the first time to quote-unquote surface Pearl, which is her hammer space, she has a number of numbers. At one point in the past episodes, a little bit of Pearl development, she met a girl named S, who looks a lot like Rose. A lot of people think she's called Storm. I'm just going to call her Rocker Girl because, for all we know, she's named Svetlana. She looks like a Svetlana. Anyway, she keeps Rocker Girl's number in her head, along with several others, at least one of which has to also be female, because it has a big old lipstick mark on it. And that makes me wonder, Pearl, how popular are you? Bones have only been around 200 years, give or take. So, you know, how can you have that many chicks give you numbers when, one, up until about 15, 16 years ago, you were with Rose, and two, you know, you only just recently got over that. So that's a thing. That's definitely foreshadowing, though, that Rocker Girl's number showed up. She's going to get an episode again. And I, for one, think it would be great for Rose to move on. I mean, Amethyst has Vidalia, the painter. Garnet has Steven. She doesn't really need too much else. Greg's got money. I forgot how he got it, a lottery, but he's got money, so I guess that's how he gets around the whole... Greg's always had this weird, I don't give a shit personality, in my opinion. Like, sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. I think Steven's next interaction with the Diamonds will be another blow-up of the Fandomverse. Interesting to see, though. Because, you know, now it's, well, I'm actually Pink Diamond. What now? I don't know where I'm going with this. I had a point, and I don't remember what it was now. That tends to be my attention deficit for you. Seriously, though, Fandomverse, I'm with y'all. I'm confused. I'm a little bit upset because I would have liked to have seen Steven actually meet Pink Diamond. I think their interactions together would have been interesting. But, you know, that's never going to happen. There is one way I could see it happening, depending on how Rose's Cloud Room was written, like what they set it up to be able to do. I think, for one, it's actually Rose that was in that room in Storm in the Room. Because, let's face it, Steven's got his powers, sure, but gem powers come from the gem, which was Rose's, which in my opinion means Rose is lending him power. She doesn't have unconscious control of it. She's actively giving him power. He just has to realize he can do it. So, you know, her healing tears or his healing spit, his shield is her shield, flight, which actually, that brings up a question I still don't understand. Does that mean Pink Diamond's ability was healing tears? Because as far as we've seen, every diamond up to this point has had a special set of abilities. Yellow has electricity, Blue Diamond has a kind of emotion explosion, which, taking the trial into account now, kind of explains why Steven tanked it so well. Because not only did he not have an emotion toward her and is a half gem, but he's a diamond, and if we notice, Yellow loses it, but she still keeps her composure, as opposed to her Pearl, which just falls. Even Blue Pearl does it better, but then again, Blue Pearl probably has been exposed to that so many damn times. Like, if we take the Zircons as the baseline, Steven outright tanks that. And again, being a half gem, it proves, you know, there was something different about him. Anyway, that means that Pink Diamond's whole power set was based around fanciful stuff, I guess? Healing, helping, I don't know. You know, here's one thing that does bother me. She was the leader of the colony. She didn't want to be the leader of the colony. Don't lead the colony then. Lead the rebellion. You don't need another ego. I mean, literally, in Can't Go Home, the episode before Pale Rose, they look at you and say, act unfazed, and they will follow you. Don't act unfazed. Act extremely phased about it. Rise up. Tell your gems to, you know, let's be free. There's no reason to follow the diamonds. I'm your diamond. I'm telling you to be free. Think for yourselves. It just seems like a big convoluted plot that didn't need to happen. She could have just done it herself. Could have been the better diamond for it. Ah, well. Seriously, calm your shit, guys. Rage about it when they finally reveal, oh, guess what? Yes, the rocker girl is actually a good gem hybrid too, or some shit. That's when I'll flip my shit. Thanks for listening to my rant, if you still are. If y'all like this, I might do more of these later. It felt good. Felt real good. I enjoyed it.